up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, episode 3, day 3. It's day 3. All right, so they get up in the morning, okay? So get up in the morning. Cynthia, they talk about the awards that they gave out. Oh, I forgot to mention on the last episode that Kenya got shadiest and smartest. Those are perfect for her. So they're talking about how Cynthia might still be annoyed and mad at the situation. And Luann is talking to Cynthia, telling her how Cynthia's talking to Luann, telling her how disappointed she is in Kenya, and how she wants to make friends, and we're supposed to come here to make friends. And Kyle is someone I'm making friends with, but Kenya is my friend, so I have a little bit more expectations from her. She says, but I'm a little annoyed with Kenya, and I did a lot to make sure that Kenya was comfortable. And I was a little hurt because she was also late, and then she was dismissive to my my little Bailey cue, because of like everybody has their night. So on day 2 it was Luann and Cynthia. The first night it was Ramona. Ramona went to the conch shack. Is she gonna do something else? And then yesterday it was Luann and Cynthia, and then today it's is it Luann again? All I know is they had an astrologer come. Baby, that astrologer was a mess. It was a mess. Anyways, bitch, when Melissa said the astrologer looked like Cruella de Vil. But I was with Melissa because I was like, Cruella de Vil is a bad bitch. What are you talking about? And Kenya was like, girl, no, that is not it. Girl, do not call anybody Cruella de Vil. She's a monster and a villain. No, that Cruella de Vil. If you freak Cruella de Vil the right way, she's a bad bitch, okay? But she had the blue eyeshadow on like Cruella de Vil be having. Oh shit, that was so funny. Okay, so I don't know why Luann said somebody didn't have class. Did she say Kenya didn't have class? Girl, you better shut up. Anyway, so Kyle asked Cynthia, if everything's okay. She's like, I'm sorry. I accepted I'm okay. She apologized. She says that, she wanted to, wanted to be supportive and fun and things like that. So Kenya also has a court date. So she runs upstairs. She's on the phone and she comes down and she's upset because the court date is on YouTube. And she was like, it's just public. The courts are public. And she was like, and we're on there talking about intimate things about our daughter and our finances and things like that. And it's just really upsetting. And so Cynthia she's still Aggie, right? And she's eating the potato salad that she made from the Bailey Q last night. Her and Luann, they said the potato salad was good. No, Teresa said the potato salad was real good that Cynthia made. So when Kenya comes down and she's upset, about her court date, baby, 50 cents like this. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, Kenya, are you okay? I feel so bad. Oh my God, I got the chills. Cynthia goes, girl, you didn't see it for me yesterday. I'm not seeing it for you today. Okay, girl. So that's how it's going to be. So they start talking about losing everything. It's hard to share. Losing everything is hard to share. 4 years. Oh, so they asked how long Kenya was married. Kenya, you need to tell them that you've been married for 4 years, but you was together maybe a year, maybe. And like, if you combine all together, I would say a year and a half. Mark ain't never been shit. He scooped you up. That was like, that girl, like I said in the last episode, every time I think about Kenya and Mark daily, Stupid achievement unlocked. We all get a chance to do it. Damn. Anyways, so they start talking about Bolo, but Luann brings up Bolo, baby. She brings up Bolo and start talking about how he was sticking his thing in a cantaloupe, honey. You know that thing we do. You know we did a little thing. Remember what Portia didn't want to say that Latoya had her face in between her thighs. We do a little thing we do. Anyways, so Ramona, she's beside herself because they're talking about sex at the breakfast table. They talk about Bolo fucking the cantaloupe or some shit. And she, like I wrote right here, a white conservative whore. That is what Ramona Singer is, honey. That is what she is, child. So Kyle, Kenya, and Melissa. What? Oh, they're in the room talking. Yeah, they're in the room talking, and Kenya shares with Kyle and Melissa that she thinks that Cynthia's a little bit jealous and that she's still a little mad. And she was like, "Oh, Melissa was like, I didn't even think she would be like that. I didn't even think she was like that. I don't think she's thinking about me. What? Because Melissa is all over Kenya. She loved Kenya. She keep grabbing Kenya's ass. She grabbing her titties and everything else. I didn't know she was so sensitive about that. Miss Cynthia is our resident Pisces, honey. So they're drinking, playing volleyball. They're having a good time. And Cynthia and Kenya go for a walk down the shore. I want to talk about last night. You came down. You did not apologize. You made your plate, and I thought you would have been more supportive. She says that you have to adapt, right? And she was like, we're amongst a different group. This is a different set of friends, and they're not comfortable with the games that we're playing. So you just kind of have to adapt. And she was just like, she was like, Cynthia was kind of like over talking Kenya, and Kenya was like, I let you talk, right? I let you talk, so let me talk. And so they're walking down, and you could tell Cynthia was still mad. She was still mad. I'm not sure what she wanted for Kenya to say, but she was still mad. And Kenya was like, it just seems like you want to fight. Like, I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm trying to kind of like resolve this, but it just seems like you want to. She was like, Cynthia, I don't know why you getting turned up with me right now, but I'm not trying to fight you. So she was like, I think that it is that people are liking me and you're not really vibing with the other people and the people are vibing with me. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think people are used to people not liking Kenya, and these women really have taken to Kenya, especially them New Jersey girls. Okay. But she said she feel like she didn't I put Cynthia's tone be crazy. That it does. When she said that, now that she said that she has to work on her tone, now I'm listening for it, and I was like, girl, your tone be crazy as hell. And she said that I'm okay. Kyle did an impression of Ramona, and then they were talking about water, saying water. You gotta say water. Water. It's water. It's water. Is it water or water? So, anyways, what happened with John? They're playing on the beach or whatever. Oh, they were asking what's up with John, and she was like, "Oh, we're not in a rush." Kenya wanted to know, girl. So, what happened to last night? She was like, "Girl, we're not in a rush. We're just friends. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's whatever. We're just friends. We'll see, right?" And so Kyle's going to have an astrologer come, and they get into the conversation about Melissa and Teresa, and Melissa coming on the show, and how the Bravo people were in her DMs, and Teresa did not know that they were coming on the show. This story, let me tell you something, how they said they are never going to agree. They always talk about it. They weren't really in a good space. They were just sister-in-laws. They did not have a relationship. I feel like Teresa feels like Melissa took Joe away from her, right? Even though she was in a relationship with Joe Giudice and they whatever, but something about Melissa that Teresa has never liked. And it was funny when she said, when they said in Teresa's past life she was an exotic dancer, because Teresa used to always try to make it seem like Melissa was doing something that she wasn't supposed to be doing, trying to create conflict between her brother and her sister-in-law. And one of the things that she said, I can't even remember what season it was, but she said that some guy came up to her and told her that Melissa was a stripper. When Melissa actually worked, it was a bikini bar, and Melissa worked in the bikini bar. She was a server, but Teresa and Melissa they just never got along. Remember I think it was the first season, or no, it had to be the second season, when Danielle mentions to Teresa, "Oh, your nephew was born and you weren't even at the birth." And Teresa gets upset and she pushes Andy. That's because that day she was talking about Melissa giving birth to her first child and her first son, and Teresa not being there. Melissa wasn't even on the show yet. And so I guess Danielle had some tea. Baby, it's a mess. It's a mess. Anyway, so they're going back and forth about that story. And she was like, I didn't know. And then she was like, Kyle said when she was like thinking about being on the show, she was like, ooh, like Orange County is a mess, Atlanta is a mess, but maybe New Jersey, because there's a family on there, and that's good. There's siblings on there. Maybe I could do that with my siblings. Maybe I could do that with my siblings, baby. When I tell you, Kim Richards, she needs to be on one of these damn trips. She needs to be on one of these trips. She don't drink anymore, does she? Baby, Kim Richards she's the best, you beast. It never fails. It never fails. Shout out to Kim Richards. What happened? Teresa wouldn't sign. Yeah, because she wouldn't sign off on them being there or something like that. Never go against the family. That's her thing, the Godfather. She really believes that. And she always wants somebody to stick up for her. She always feels like Joe doesn't stick up for her enough when it comes to Melissa. Like, she feels like literally Melissa replaced her. And when it comes time to do things, Joe sticks up for his wife. He sticks up for his wife, and he doesn't always stick up for his sister, because a lot of the times that she's wrong. And Teresa's thing is, stick up for me. Even if I'm dead wrong, you better stick up for me because we're family. I don't give a fuck. That's how Teresa is. So that's what she said. Never go against the family. Remember she said that at the reunion? She was like, never go against the family. She was like, no, I'm just playing. No, she's for real. She's for real. And then Ramona said they're going to start Third World 3. Third World 3. And the producer was like, you realize you just said Third World 3? She was like, no, okay. It's crazy. So basically, Melissa and Teresa really don't get along. Teresa, I don't think, is ever going to like Melissa. But like she said, Joe is her only family. Both of her parents have died. That's her brother. And if I got to deal with, so I can be with my brother, then that's what we going to do. So that's it. So they're getting massages, honey. And Cynthia is over there. I was like, who is that moaning, baby? It was Cynthia. She was like, that's the feet. That is my thing. That's what Cynthia was saying. The feet are my thing, honey. So Teresa and Melissa, Melissa was checking in with Teresa, and she was like, are we good? Because, they had the little tiff about, when Melissa came on the show. And she was like, yeah, we good. Like, girl, we family. We going to get into it. I don't really fuck with you, but we good. Okay. Basically. So they're taking pictures, and Ramona is telling the man, no, we don't need no pictures. Just like giving orders to the man. Right. And he was like, don't give me orders. I'm the general manager. Kenya was like, that's what I was about to say. Kenya broke the little pose that they had. She was like, I was just about to say that. Like, this man is not the wait staff. He ain't the server. This is a damn boss. So the astrologer comes, and she looks like Cruella DeVille. And they start going through. Kyle used to be a general. She was a man in her past life. She said Kenya was a shaman. She was like, that sounds like Kenya was fucking with the lady. She was like, that sounds like a Lifetime movie. And then Luann was a queen. Cynthia was a visionary. Melissa was a princess. Ramona was a queen. Teresa was an exotic dancer. So then they start talking about pageants, beauty pageants and stuff like that. Kenya was like, "Oh, it was a long time ago," So she was like kind of downplaying it, and then Luann shares that she won a beauty pageant, but in Europe, and she got a car and something else she said, and Kenya was like, "Yeah, I got a car too," and so our boat. I think she said she got a boat or something. I was like, "Girl, a boat? What you gonna do with a boat in Detroit? I mean, I guess there's some water down there, but girl, what?" But then Cynthia starts talking about how she judged a beauty pageant, and Kenya keeps interrupting her. So I was like, are they drunk? Like, what is going on? Like, hold on. Girl, what? Not Adrian Malouf. Really? Where are you? My sister sent me a thing talking about guess whose Wi-Fi I picked up. It says Adrian Malouf. That's funny. That's hilarious. Anyway, so Kenya's a shaman. So she kept over talking her. She was trying to tell her story. I felt really bad for Cynthia. She kept interrupting her. And Cynthia was like, I really thought it was going to be Thelma and Louise when we got here, us versus them. And it's just not really giving that. And I think that I don't know what Cynthia thought. She said she thought it was going to be Thelma and Louise and us versus them. I think that she thought that it was just going to be their sister. They were going to be sisters there, and everybody was not going to really vibe with Kenya. So she was going to have to be the one that kind of like, you know, like the way that, well, Luann isn't even really doing that for Ramona. She's not speaking up for Ramona or even apologizing for Ramona's behavior. But I think that Cynthia wanted to feel like she wanted to do that for Kenya, especially because everybody was calling her before and asking about Kenya, like, who is she? But Kenya is really just a natural. I think she's an Aquarius. I think people are just drawn to her. I think people are just drawn to her, and she's goofy as hell, and she's funny. And so I think a lot of people, and she's fucking gorgeous too. So that helps. That bitch, I'll be looking like, God damn, Kenya Moore is beautiful. When she stood up and like moved out of the way of that picture, it was just her, like she was kind of like out in front of everybody. Melissa looked like she was almost about to fall in the pool. Kenya just looked so pretty. I was like, yes, ma'am. So they do the Housewives after dark, and they're in their confessionals. And just basically, Kenya says that she feels like Cynthia is not used to people taking to her and vibing with her, and nobody's really vibing with Cynthia. I don't think that nobody's really vibing with Cynthia, but they're not all over her like they are Kenya. So that was the end of the episode. Very cute. I love it. I'm about to go watch episode 4 and smoke a little Rita honey, and then eat and watch episode 4. And that's it, y'all. Do y'all like it? I love it. I love it. I think it's a great break. I'm so happy that they started it right after that hell of a Potomac. I mean, Potomac is hell, and I'm glad it's almost over. And I'm glad that we can now like travel to Turks and Caicos from Potomac and just have a really good time, lighthearted, little conflict, but not too much. I'm here for it. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.